The 2018 BMW X4 hits its stride in performance. Neither engine feels underpowered, and an M40i spec, the X4 comes alive as being fun to drive. For an SUV, we give it points above average for its engine and smooth shifting 8-speed automatic that's more than willing. It's almost tuned to perfection. We land at a 7. The base engine in the X4 xDrive 28i is a Turbo 4 rated at 240 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. Its specs are on par with the Porsche Macan, with which it competes, but the BMW's meal is more familiar to us. We like its power delivery, its rorty behavior when called upon, and its willingness to calm down. To all-wheel drive is standard on all X4s and splits power 40/60, front to rear. Although all 4 wheels can be powered, it's not a system designed for off-road use. The X4's available 20-inch tires were our first clue. The all-wheel drive system can send up to 100% of the X4's power to the rear wheels, and a performance controller can split torque side to side, provided you're brave enough to test the limits of grip in a 5,200-pound crossover. The optional engine is a Turbo 6 that was new for 2016, and helps buyers inch closer to M-badged glory. An X4M is due any day now, without splurging. The 3.0-liter Turbo 6 makes 355 horsepower and slingshots the M40i up to 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds. It's uproariously fun to drive, although we stop short of saying it's a sports car. Like any performance SUV, the M40i doesn't hide its tall ride height, and drivers sit on top of the crossover's mass, rather than in it. Tossing the M40i around feels less like skiing, carving through corners, and more like tubing. You're along for the ride. The standard 8-speed automatic is nearly telepathic in its downshifts, and seamless in its upshifts. It's one of the better boxes on the market, and it may rival the 8-speed automatic found in the Corvette. When it comes to spirited drives, BMW's 8-speed almost makes us forget about a manual. Almost. The X4 offers a traditional double wishbone rear multilink setup for the suspension, upgradable to adaptive dampers, the can-dial and firmer response. For $1,000 we prefer the optional setup for its comfort and flexibility, although we'd prefer that the steering communicate in the same ways as the wheels.